Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing and raging in the WZ-116-F3, a Tier 10 Chinese Collector Heavy, which is available as part of the Black Friday event. In other words, you have to spend at minimum $250 US to get your hands on this vehicle, because that's how much money it costs me. In today's video, I am going to be letting you know everything you're going to want to about this tank. Well, I guess it's a live stream, but I'm going to be letting you know everything you're going to want to about this tank and hopefully making back some of that money that I spent on this vehicle. So what is the 116 have going for it? Well, it's got a lot of health at 2,700 because it has sandbags. Now, I could run double sandbags, increasing my health to almost 2,800. One sec, my game is crashing. There you go. 2,769. The downside is my tank will be a bit slower, a bit worse on its power to weight ratio. So there's yin and there's yang. But we also feature reactive armor. So I think that this is the best build for the vehicle, having 2,700 hit points, running calibrated shells, refined gun, consumables, and everything properly equipped. We are also doing this on my main account, so we are going to be able to see my statistics in the top, and, well, let's get right into it. Let's see how this gameplay goes. I have a feeling, not the best, but also not the worst. The tank itself is rather mediocre, so we'll see. I bought the £1 offer for 3 black boxes and 500 gold. I mean, 3 black boxes is what? 600 gold at the minimum, so you got like 1,200 gold, maybe 2,000 for $1. It's not awful. $250 on a pixel tank is already not worth it. Yeah, I agree. I'm struggling to figure out the gun for the boss Chatillon at tier 9. Which one is better? I'm pretty sure there's only one gun you should be running on the tier 9 Batchet, which is the top 310 alpha gun. What other gun would you be running on it? Is there another gun that you would run? I would run the 310 alpha. Maybe there is a 4-shot, but I'm not aware of it. Alright, well, here we go. Mayan Ruins. You're going to notice how unenjoyable the gun is when we get into the gameplay. It's like an AMX M4, but somehow even less enjoyable. Alright, here we go. Now, mobility-wise, this is not a fast tank, and that's why I actually run Improved Fuel, because normally, mobility to me isn't the most important thing, as long as you can get up to 40-ish, but with this tank, it's quite slow on medium terrain. As we can see, I'm chilling at like 30. It's really only when you're able to hold down the accelerator in a straight line for, you know, a decent amount of time where you can actually get up to speed. Is $250 actually the lowest to get it? I mean, technically, you could gamble and get it with a 0.5% drop chance, but the chance of doing that is so small, and it costs 250 coupons each time you try to gamble for it, that it's definitely not worth the gamble. Ah. You know what? You miss every shot you don't take. And we hit that. Usually when I get good RNG, it's followed by very bad RNG. Well, I'm really the only one here right now. We did see... Oh, interesting. We have the 4 over there. And, oh, there it is. That's more realistic to my luck. For some reason, I have an E75 on my rear. That is pretty impressive, actually, when you think about it. The fact that there is an E75 on my rear. Oh, now we got the 140 on my front. Oh, and the AMX. Okay, so wait. Let me get this right, guys. Oh! So wait. Let me get this straight. Let me get this right. Let me get it right. So, what just happened is I died because even though I had a grill, an E100, and a T95 that went to heavy flank, which did absolutely nothing to help me, they allowed the enemy E75 and AMX 5120 to drive behind me. And not only did they allow that, but because nobody on my team decided to go to the other side of the map, like this retard in the Progetto, I ended up being the only player to get punished on our team. Wow. Remember how I said whenever I have good RNG, I instantly get rewarded with dog shit? Welcome to my life, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the life of a skilled player that puts himself on a properly good spot, that thinks I've got cover from this side of the map, so I shouldn't have to worry about tanks flanking me, and then you have an AFK T30 and a Progetto who is sitting so far redline that he literally has cancer. Wow. I have no words. I guess I can't get mad at the 116, though. Ooh, Mariella came back. Oh, nope, went back to being AFK. Good job. Oh, no, no. Mariella's back again. Oh, look at this goated Progetto player. Is Mariella going to get him? Oh, is Mariella going to get him? Or are we just going to keep staring? Oh, yeah. Oh, got to put on your adrenaline. You haven't shot yet, but make sure to put on that adrenaline. Oh, good shot. Wow. Look at that skill. Look at that skill. Ooh, good shot from the 140. You know what the craziest part is? We might win this game. That's the craziest part. I need you to think about that for a second, ladies and gents. We might win this game. Somehow, those words have left my mouth. Oh, look at this great T30. Oh, yeah. This is a real human being. Don't worry, though. This T30 is going to carry the game. Oh, yeah. I actually think I got cancer from this battle here. Wargaming has honestly disappointed me so much with this game. Ah, okay. Well, don't worry. We still have our full health E100, who has done nothing. I just have no words for what's going on. 116 is Type 71, but less bad. What? You're a decent player. I'm pretty sure that's I always forget your name, but I'm pretty sure you're like, you're the person that was gonna make me that stat tracker and then never did. But you're a player, if I'm not mistaken, who averages over 3,000 damage and also is a pretty solid comp player. I would like you to explain to me in what world the 116-F3 is A, comparable to the Type 71, and B, worse than the Type 71. And when you can explain those two things to me, I will listen. But I'm going to be entirely honest, I think that might be one of the worst takes I've heard in a while, because the tanks are so non-comparable that I don't even know where you got that idea from. The 116-F3 is 490 alpha, has no turret armor, and very poor hull armor when you load gold. The Type 71 has incredibly good hull armor, has AP premium, and has 420 alpha. There is so little comparable about the tanks that I'm actually baffled on how you came to that conclusion. Well, great shot, E100. We won this game. I just want to point that out to you guys. We won this battle. This Progetto, I'm going to report, though. I don't know if Wargaming is going to do anything about it, but I'm going to report this Progetto. Camping and spawn the entire game, legit cancer patient. Wow, great shot, bro. Great shot. I just have no words for that game. Our Progetto. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to report this player for inactivity. We'll just do, we'll do inactivity. Wow. What a good game to start my entire session off with, right, guys? The funny part is, I couldn't have done anything to counter that. That's the funny part. I spent 50k gold today. So did I, Cloud. So did I. I'm going to, gonna mess around with my capture card after the stream today. And then, hopefully be able to get GTA set up. I mean, I already downloaded GTA on my PlayStation, so I just need to get the capture card working. It is working, but the capture card I purchased is weird. It's an Elgato. It's the $150 one, and it has two different options, but I don't know how to use the other option. It has pass-through and recording. I don't want the recording. I just want pass-through. And I don't know how to use the pass-through, because I want to be able to get 2K 120 FPS, which it says it can do for pass-through, and then I want to record it with OBS. So I'll try and figure out how to do that. Hello, Peter. Yeah, you saw that game, Peter? Holy crap, that game actually gave me brain cancer. Welcome to the NA server. Holy crap. Did you get a press account yet, Peter? Either way. See what we can do in another game in the 114. Hopefully... Oh, it's that same Progetto. Went from sitting in spawn in the last game to actually moving this time. Come on. Aiming, aiming. There you go. I do like that alpha. I mean, being able to roll 500 on a standard pen is really nice. Personally, that's the major upside I see about this tank. The rest of it is, well, pretty mediocre. We have the enemy WZ, which we're naming on. The accuracy on this tank is not very good either. But again, look at that damage. 562 roll. I mean, it feels really nice to be able to just chunk 560 off of an enemy tank. And it's why, even though I think the gun and the overall capabilities of this vehicle are very mediocre, it still actually is pretty decent when it comes to that gun. T-22, you have one job. There you go. You did it. Congratulations. Let's put on my tungsten, or not my tungsten, my reactive armor so we don't bleed as much health. Only saw the result. Yeah, that game was bad, Peter. Still nothing? Bruh. Wargaming is pretty lame sometimes. I mean, we know. It's wargaming. I don't need to explain that. Don't worry, though. I bought this on my main account anyway. Also, you guys can see that incredible accuracy this vehicle features. Ooh. Also, a pretty bad roll. 406 from a 490. That's not very impressive. Well, let's aim it on the enemy Yag. You can see that the accuracy, even with refined gun fully aimed in, is not very good. I mean, the damage per shot is great, as I mentioned. I really do like that DPS. The ability to roll somebody for 500 feels amazing. And not only that, but it's very, very nice alpha. I really do like that part about this tank. I just wish that it had a little bit better accuracy, with refined gun at least. But we're hitting our shots right now. We have the or 777 all the way in the back. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Wow, I'm surprised that that shot hit, to be honest. But we did hit it. 3,400 damage. Alright. The 116 is a better gun overall by looking at the stats, and the armor is similar to the Type. Alright. Listen, I don't do this much, but I'm gonna go to Blitz Stars and show you exactly, just in so many... Actually, no, we'll go to Blitz Kit. I'm just gonna show you how that's wrong on so many different levels. First of all, let's go to Compare. And by the way, the gun on the Type 71 is actually pretty good, so I don't know where that idea is coming from either. But I might as well showcase the statistics of the 116-F3 as well. I don't see where you're getting that this tank is any worldly comparable to... I mean, if you weren't a skilled player, I wouldn't really care, but you are a pretty decent player, so I'm just so confused on how you're comparing a Type 71 to a 116-F3. An AMX M4 to a 116 would make sense, because they have similar derpy, high alpha guns, and the armor on their tanks are somewhat similar due to the fact with standard they're strong and with gold they're weak, but I don't understand how you're comparing these two tanks. I mean, on paper, yes, they have similar DPM, but the Type 71 has 50, 60 less alpha, not even 60, it's 70 less alpha. Not only is the alpha damage less, but this tank has 410 damage with only gold, this tank has 400, only loses 20 damage per shot, so already the guns are very different. Not to mention, I wish that this was a little bit more detailed. Does percentage? Ah, here we go. That's nicer. Absolute. That's, okay, we'll do percentage. That's easier. So, not only that, aiming time on the Type 71 and base dispersion is just flat better. It's 0.4 versus 0.34. This tank, with refined gun, is the same dispersion as a Type 71 using V-stabs. The exact same. That's how inaccurate this vehicle's gun is. Look at the on-movement dispersion. It's 33% better. 33%! That is equivalent to running 3 V-stabs. And when you pair that with the fact that the Type 71 can get 9 degrees of gun depression if it wanted, the fact that the Type 71 has overall flat better armor as well. I mean, let's take a look at the 116-F3's armor. You go over to Tankopedia, right? Go to tier 10. Alright, this is the 116-F3 armor, okay? This is what it looks like when loading premium shells. So, not only is the turret cheek only about 290 millimeters thick, lower plate is very weak, and even at sharp angles, still pretty easy to pen. Side armor on this tank is absolutely atrocious, and this tank has no hatch. Type 71... Oh wait, I had it there. This is a Type 71. And let me get out a tank that has heat to make it a little bit more comparable. So I'll do the gun the 116-F3 has. This is the Type 71 using gun depression. it's just not even comparable. Like, the armor on the Type 71 is flat better. The turret armor is also better due to the fact that it only has half the size of turret cheek. It does have a hatch. And the side armor on this tank is flat better due to this cutout here. I don't know. I just don't see how these tanks are comparable, to be entirely honest. I could understand comparing an IS-4 to a Type 71 because they look similar, but I just don't see how in any world these tanks are comparable. Goober is still live? What do you mean still live? I started it 15 minutes ago. I'm so confused. This tank with 3k DPM or a 5A gun handling would be so good. If I were to buff, or should I say make this tank better, so that it was comparable to maybe an E5 in terms of capabilities, I would do a couple things. There's different approaches. The first approach is buff the armor. The turret armor is very mediocre. I would buff the turret armor to a point where you're not going to be able to pen it, and that would not be able to pen it, but more so that loading gold, it would be harder to cut through this vehicle's turret. More like, you know, a Type 71. The second buff you could do to this vehicle is you can make its accuracy better, because obviously accuracy is something that you need, and this tank does not have much. I would make the accuracy better. The third buff that you could do is give it more gun depression, because the tank only has 6 degrees. Personally, I would give it 7 degrees of gun depression, and I would give it a better gun in terms of accuracy. Those are the two changes I personally would make to the vehicle. I think those two changes alone would make the vehicle a bit more enjoyable for most situations. But again, that alpha damage does feel quite nice, being able to roll somebody for 480. It is pretty dang sweet. And not only that, but the DPM isn't awful on the vehicle, meaning that you can get some pretty easy shell... Okay, well, unfortunate, but you get some pretty easy shells out. E100 is going to start turning for the E100, or the T30 is what I should say. Let's see if I can get a shell into the 114 hatch again. There you go. And look at that, 575. That's just such a nice roll. The fact that you can deal that much damage. Can't HE the Rhino, but 470 damage is still pretty good. Yeah, everybody's being smart. Everybody's shooting the Rhino. I mean, why would you shoot the 114 when the Rhino is just going to YOLO out, right? All right, let's aim it on the lower plate of that 114. There you go, 546. Yeah, I will be real. I actually have been enjoying this tank. I, you know, made my opinions on it and said that 50-50 on if I was going to enjoy it or not. The problem is the vehicle does not feature the best accuracy. And not only that, but it also doesn't feature a lot of armor. Its AP armor is decent, but its actual effective armor, because of the fact you can just load gold and pen it, is rather mediocre. And that's not great. But it's just the alpha damage. Being able to roll somebody for 500 feels really good. And that's what I really like. So we're going to chill here. We got a couple seconds left on our reload. I'm going to shoot the 140. That's a bigger threat than the Object 84. We're up to 3,500 damage, which is already pretty good. Alright. I wanted to buy the Badger. The Badger's a good tank. The Badger's a good tank. But looks like you didn't get it, did you, Clouds? Okay. See, that's where the gun sucks. That's what I mean. Like, this tank sacrifices a lot for that gun. And the problem is, are we really going to do this 183? Is this what we're going to do? I'm going to put on my, 688 roll from a 950 and you're dead. Wow. Quit the game, bro. Quit the game. If you thought that that was actually a good play, then you should stop playing the game. Unfortunately for me, I'm still in a rather peculiar situation here. I got the clear into you, and I am going to turn and deal with this FV4202 who's going to flank. Let's see. Looks like the 4202 is going to turn back, so I'm going to move over here. Now, the 4202 does not have... What? How is he spotted? That's weird. Alright, well, what I was going to say is the 4202 does not have gold ammo, meaning that, realistically, should be pretty hard for this 4202 to deal with me. Now, if I chill here, if that 4202 tries to leave, he won't be able to, unspotted at least. There you go, 465 shell into his tank. He's going to try and cross. I'm going to keep on going myself. 60 TP should be able to beat that Object 140, I would hope. And we're going to chill right here. Okay, beautiful. Please, 60, don't throw it. Thank you. Alright. And we're just going to hold off this FE4 202. Alright, where are you going to go, buddy? I think he's going to run over here. Is he? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll know if we spot him here. Yep, there he is. We're just going to waste everybody's time and run away for literally no reason. Diego tripping. I mean, it says it in his name, but still. Like, are we really just going to run away and waste everybody's time? Is this what we're going to do? Yep, there you go. Am I even spotted? I am. Yep, keep running, bro. Keep running. Uh-huh, now you're going to turn around and go the other way. Uh-huh. 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 Yep, there you go. Uh-huh. We gonna keep running? Is that, yep, we're just gonna, let's just keep running. Come on. Yep, waste everybody's time, bro. Everybody's time. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. You're getting me good. Oh, yeah. OP. 200 damage. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, listen, I understand if you want to try and carry a game and all, but running around and wasting everybody's time is also a little annoying. You probably would have, just as advice, if you ever do watch the stream, instead of trying to run away and waste time, fight me while I'm still on cooldown of my reactive, because once you wait for my reactive to come back, I'm now able to just activate it and you can't do anything to me. That was a pretty good game. 5,500 damage. And pretty good battle. There you go. I'll take it. I mean, you can see the 116 gun is quite nice in terms of the damage per shot. Alright. .490 is unique, unlike all the others with 460. Yeah, I do like 490. That's the main thing that I like about this vehicle. I don't really care about anything else. 113 GFT is unique as a 650 instead of lots of TDs as 640. Actually, just out of curiosity, can you name a tank destroyer with 640 in tier 10? Because I don't think you can. There's not a single tank destroyer in tier 10 that has 640 damage per shot now. The Object 268 has 690, the 113 GFT has 650, the 210E4 has 630, the 210E3 has 680, the 268 version 4 has 650. What else do we have? Obviously, the AG and the 183 are too high. The Badger and Object 263 are lower on their damage per shot. Grill 15 used to have 640. Obviously, was changed. Now has 580. The Waffenträger LP100 currently is 570 alpha when it'll be released. The 4005 is 410. The Hori is 560. And the Foch 155 is 560. And the Minnow is 490. So, actually, it is a unique alpha, because there's only one other tank destroyer in tier 10 that has 650, which is the 268 version 4. Alright. Also, I would say that 490 is quite unique. Like, 460 versus 490 is a big difference. That's like saying that a medium with 390 alpha is comparable to a medium with 360 alpha. It's not. It's a very big difference. That's the difference between a heavy tank damage per shot and a medium. So I do agree with Peter. 490 is nice, and I actually really like it. I think it does make this tank unique enough that it's a viable tank to drive over a 5A or you know, another style of IS-7. Like, the IS-7, sure, it's a better tank than this. I'll say that right now. The IS-7 has a lot over this vehicle. But what the IS-7 doesn't have is 490 alpha, unless you use tungsten. And when you pair that with the fact that this tank has a lot of hit points, it's quite nice. Alright. Well, let's see what I can do here. I got a lot of tanks lined up, so I'm going to move over here and aiming on the Boschation, just like that. Okay, unfortunate. That Bat Chat's gonna be a big frickin' rat. It's just, oh, were you gonna poke me? I don't like this. Well, yeah, our team's getting good bleeds out, so. There you go, 539, that's pretty good. That's the first decent shot of the game, and obviously bleeds him out, at least a little bit. We're gonna put on our tungsten. Yep, there you go, classic Foch. Not sure why he's able to just drive over that ridge for free. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie. okay, 450, yeah, there you go. Of course, our 113 bounces him, but, like, what are we doing, Jimmy boy? Yeah, there you go, you have 42 health. That was a great play. Let's just kill ourselves for no damage. Genius, bruh. Absolute genius. And then he gets mad. It's your fault. You made the bad play. You're the retard, and now you're mad that your team... What? Like, I don't get it. People make bad plays and then get mad that they got punished. Drive over the ridge and expect to get away with it and get punished. It's your fault. Nobody else to blame but you. Now we're on the rear of the WZ-113, and then we get him shot by the 183. Oh, well, I guess he doesn't get shot by the 183 because, you know, that's a challenging shot. But we load a gold shell, and we would have killed him, but our teammate gets the shell out. Alright, well, let's go over here. We got the enemy YAG, we've got the enemy Type 71. The alpha damage on this vehicle does require a fairly long reload, which is pretty expected. Let's see. We have the Type. Nice 488 damage shell into his vehicle. That puts us up to 2,400, which is pretty solid. And I'm just going to roll over here. Keep on going. Keep on going. What are you going to do, Toip? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nothing is what you're going to do. Alright, let's keep moving up. And Type gets shot. And we finish him off for a 435. Pretty good stuff. The Kron is going to be dealing with that, so I'm going to ignore the Kron. I'm going to move over towards the enemy YAG Panzer 100, who's in front of us. Another nice thing about this vehicle is that it does feature pretty... Ooh, there you go. Does feature pretty good heat pen at 380, which is something that normally Wargaming doesn't do too much of anymore. So being able to roll a nice 380 does feel pretty good, not going to lie. There you go. 564 into the lower plate of the YAG. Nice chunk. Alright. And we're going to aim it on the lower plate. Bonk. 512. Pretty good game. 4,450 damage. And, well, I would assume our team's going to get the clear. There you go. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying this tank. I don't know if I would compare it to a Type 71 still, judging that a Type is not even... The problem with the comparison of a Type 71 to this tank is that a Type 71 is a frontline brawler. This is not a frontline brawler. It's a midline holding tank, at best. It doesn't have armor unless you have standard ammo. The moment you load gold, you cut right through it. So the problem is you just aren't going to use this thing aggressive. You're going to do it like I did. You're going to wait for the enemy to make an overpoke. You're going to wait for them to make a misplay. You'll put on your reactive, and you'll bonk them for 490. Personally, I still feel like the Minnow will do a better job in 90% of situations over this tank or an AMX M4. Because, sure, the AMX has less alpha at 450 versus 490. That's a 40 damage per shot difference. But the advantage of the AMX M4 is 8 degrees of gun depression, much better mobility, much better reverse speed, and even though its gun sucks, still technically better accuracy. This tank is kind of like the 114 SP2 of the lower alpha variant, right? The 114 SP2, when compared to an E100, previously before the turret armor buff, was really mid, because you could load gold and cut through the turret. Its alpha damage was nice, but because the accuracy was so bad, you could just drive an E100 or a VK72 and win. And that's kind of how the 116 feels right now, is that you could drive this tank, or you could drive an IS-7, or you could drive, you know, an AMX M4. I mean, if you're buying this tank, then you have the money to buy another premium or collector in tier 10, because this is $250 right now. So if you're rolling around in this vehicle, I just don't see why you would when you could drive an AMX M4. But the alpha damage, as I mentioned, is nice. We haven't really ran into a situation yet where we've had to rely on the armor, so we'll have to see how that goes. This 268 V4 getting in my way, very annoying, because I have to cross this, and crossing this is always sus, because you never know what... Yeah, there's a good example. Something was shot at me. When your teammates get in your way on that crossing, it can be very annoying, because you're the one who gets punished for it. Alright, well, we're going to move over here. We have the Marat and the Caro, and we're going to push low and get under and over them. And hopefully we don't get YOLO'd, but we'll see what happens. I do have teammates behind me. I've got a 50B. I got an E100. Not that they're going to help me, but just having teammates around you is a bit of good confidence, right? Let's see. That 5A is going to move up, and not able to hit the 5A, unfortunately. And we're spotted I'm just going to move up myself. There you go. Awful roll, but a pen's a pen. And what's going to happen is that 5A is now going to start looking at me because I shot him, and that gives my 50B and the rest of my team the ability to start looking in on him. Not sure why that 5A looked at me, to be honest, but he did, and you can see just what happened to him. Classic autoloader moment, just deleting his tank out of existence. So what are we going to do? Well, the Leopard just got absolutely touched, and, oh, that's a Badger. I just can't drive over. I'm surprised that Badger managed to hit me there, but the problem is, with what's going on here, I just can't really do anything. There you go, 466. And, let's see, the Leopard's obviously going to run. I'm just going to back up. There you go, nice bounce. And let's see if we can get another shell into the Badger. Aiming, aiming. There you go. 475. Pretty good. Badger's firing standard at me. As I mentioned before, firing standard at this vehicle, you're not going to pen it. Like, it's good against anything that fires standard. The moment you load gold, you're going to cut right through. But against standard ammo, the tank's a beast. And look at that. 613 max roll. That feels really good. I mean, that's an insane chunk of damage there. So let's reload. Got a couple seconds left. You gonna go over the hill, Yag? Is that the strat here? Well, I'm gonna load gold and cut right through you. It's a bad roll, only 356, but a pen's a pen. By the way, what happened to my team? I had multiple teammates behind me previously, and now they're all gone. Like, bruh. Where did they go? The world will never know. Well, we aim it on the Yag, and we bounce pretty well aimed and shot right on the superstructure. I guess welcome to Blitz, right? Good news is that we have our reactive back by the time this Yag gets another shell, so if that Yag tries to shoot me, it's going to be a little challenging. We get the clearance of the enemy Badger, and we're going to put on our reactive now. That way the Leopard can't really do too much to me. And what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to squeeze right to the side of this Yag. We're going to get a nice 400, well, nice, 414 is a pretty tragic roll. You can see what I mean by the armor on this tank is not very good, though. I mean, we've gotten penned multiple times now, and yeah, the armor does fall apart pretty quickly when you need it to work. Alright. See what we can do. See what we can do. Bro. What's going on in chat? What's the joke? Everyone is stupid apart from me? Oh my god. Alex, there's no way that you're getting mad over that. There's no way, bro. There's... what? I'm not gonna get involved. I'm not gonna get involved. Alex, if you didn't understand what Peter just said there was a joke, then, I wouldn't use the internet anymore because you are unable to handle the reality of what the internet is. Alright, let's see what we can do. You got killed by transgender gamer girl. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So far, it's been somewhat enjoyable. 5 games, 3,600 average damage with 100% win rate, so... Of course, now that I opened my mouth, we'll probably end up losing this game, but we'll see. We have that platoon up against us that we had last game. And C-162A, they also have a Yag and everything else. I'm going to push to the caves. Alright. Let's see. So you sick, Peter? You said you're not feeling too well? Hopefully you feel better, man. Alright. Let's move on up. And here we go. Nice. Okay. Our Caro is getting obliterated. Great job, Caro. Truly incredible gameplay. Okay. I have support at least. I'm going to put on my reactive. WZ. Oh my god. Why do you have to... why? Why are we doing this? Why not back up around the corner like a person with a brain cell? Why do we have to back up on the widest freaking turn possible? There you go. At least I got the pen into the E4. Like, when I back up, I don't back up straight, usually. Come on. Oh. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Nice. 490 shot into the enemy 268 version 4. obviously bringing him down quite a decent amount. Like, why is WZ backing up straight? I'm so confused. Wouldn't you back behind cover? My brain cannot handle people sometimes. There you go. Nice 460 shot into the E4. Well, we might not deal too much damage this game, but that's more down to the fact that I don't actually know what's going on in this battle. Alright, let's see. We got the 215B. Ooh, 613. That just feels so nasty, being able to roll somebody for 613 damage. Alright. Let's see. Keep on going. Oh, hello, Marat. Goodbye. Not sure why you poked that, but alright. The 215B gets shot by the WZ, and with 490 damage per shot, let's hope that I get a lucky roll. We do. Sweet. Alright, that's pretty good. We have the 62A in the back, and I'm just gonna chill out here, although not actually able to hit that 62A. Oh, actually, I guess I am. That was a nice heat shell roll. 480. I'll take good RNG whenever I can get it. We're doing pretty good so far in this battle. And let's see, we have the 200 running. We'll just clear the 62A. He over-angled his tank. People don't realize how weak medium side armor is. The sides of mediums are still very weak. So even though, like, the 62A, for example, got the armor buff on the front of its tank, the sides are still terrible to the point where you can just, you know, pen it, even if it turns at, like, a 20-degree angle. It's very easy to cut through. And it just shows where you can do pretty nasty things with high alpha caliber guns. Okay. Alright. I was saying this earlier, tank looks mid to use, but now it seems kind of fun. I mean, this is why I always tell people to hold off on their opinions of a vehicle until they play it. There are so many people that say the 5A is not a very good tank when they've never played it before. And I literally sit there and just go... I still remember, like, years ago, I made a video on the WZ-116-F3. And I remember making my video on the tank saying that it was really good. I loved it. It's my favorite tier 10 that was released. And every other content creator was like, it's not very good. And I was like, really? I really enjoyed it. And then there were a bunch of people that would come into the comments and they were like, well, the 5A is not very good. And I'm like, do you have the 5A? They're like, no. So I'm like, you're making opinions on a tank that you don't own. How is that possible, bro? How do you make opinions on a tank that you don't own? It's like the 116-F3. People are giving me their opinions on a tank that they physically don't own. Now, it's fine. I don't mind if people share their opinions, but I do find it a little goofy when people try to compare the playstyle of a vehicle that they don't have to something else, or say that it's worse than something else, or better, without owning it. I mean, it's weird. It's very weird. I think that this is a very fun tank. I like the alpha damage. The mobility is good enough to get the job done. 40 kilometers per hour is kind of the sweet spot where, I mean, obviously going faster is nice, but you don't really need to go faster to make your tank effective. And being able to roll somebody for 487 feels really nice. Plus, as I mentioned, the armor on this tank is actually quite good against standard ammunition, meaning that when you actually get shot, it doesn't hurt too much. And there you go, easy overmatch on the side of the Kron. Well, it's not an overmatch, but, I mean, technically it is. We penned him. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. My lip is really dry. It's got, like, it's like flaking. So what do we have going on here? Well, they only have one tank destroyer. E75 is crossing flat in the open. Low roll, but not a bad one. See, the armor's weird on this tank, though, because you can see, like, that Super Conk pen me without even trying. It's weird because the armor is good, but it's also, like, really mid sometimes. And I never understand when it's good. Okay. Let's go over here, and let's aim it on the KPZ, 522. I mean, again, that feels great, being able to roll somebody for 522. And I don't know, just seeing a 500 on your screen feels so much better than, like, a 460. And it's not that much of a difference, technically, but it just feels a lot better. Alright, well, let's see. Bonk, 438. Not a very good roll, but it's a pen. Our team's oblivious and doesn't even see what's going on over here. Put on our reactive armor. I'm going to let the KPZ fight that. I'm going to push the Vickers. Oof, nice, 150 RAM. Okay, well, this is not ideal. I need to get into... Oh, no, I'm just dead. It doesn't matter what I do. Yeah. Great job from our team. Guess I shouldn't have rushed down, but our team just... Leggy Lefemboy. Thank you, bro. Thank you for doing literally nothing to help me at all. They were right there, too. Like, both the 4202 and Karo were right next to me and decided to ignore supporting the teammates next to them than actually doing anything productive. But whatever. It's up to you guys to win this game now. You got a top 8 camo, though, so you should carry 100%, right? Oh, yeah. I really don't care if I win or lose this game because I thought I had support and then realized that I didn't have any support after it was too late. That's the thing that sucks about driving a, you know, medium, or not a medium, but like a heavily armored vehicle, is that you rely on your teammates to help you. And when your teammates don't help you when you're in a heavy tank, it just sucks. But we won. We did win. All you pro get wrecked. Amazing comment. What happened to Swetchman? He probably realized that World of Tanks Blitz was a dog shit game and stopped playing it. I mean, I did alright. I could have done a little better. I just don't understand why this player didn't support me, and this player didn't support me. Two decent players, but not smart enough to see an easy... Like, if they had just pushed down and helped me kill the Vickers Light and the Kampfpanzer, it would have been an easy, easy win. It was an easy win, but it would have been even easier. It would have been just an instant win on the bottom, and then I could have helped. But I guess that's too challenging. 5A is quite fun with the Alpha DPM combo, and the gun is so good I had no idea it had good gun handling. Yeah, the 5A's gun handling is amazing. If you run Refined Gun with the 440 Alpha and the... Because what's nice about the 5A is that the Alpha damage at 440 is a fast enough reload that you'll out-reload most 460s easily. And not only that, but you'll evenly out-reload or even... You know, like, let's say an E5, for example. An E5 is 2600 DPM, a 5A is 2600 DPM. So you only have, like, a second reload difference, but yet an extra 40 alpha. So it feels very nice to be able to out-trade something like an E5 and just get out a big old jute. I'm screwed. Because I can already see what's happening here. We got the bad spawn on mines, and not only... Okay, that was just a bad shot for me, but... Yeah, this game's a loss already. We've lost our 4005, and our E50M is somehow a one-shot. And not only that, but they got the hill. What else am I supposed to do? And our minnow is flanking. Like, yeah, okay, bro. I also can't tell if I can pen the Badger. Guess I can. Yeah, this is an unwinnable battle. Oh, you're doing great, Minnow. You're getting that guy real good. Well, you're surely getting him. Okay, can we not block me? What do you think you're going to do, BZ? Just out of curiosity, right? You're a Kraken player. You have one brain cell. Can you please explain to me, just out of curiosity, what you think you're going to do with a dirt gun that has no premium ammo against a hull-down Badger? That's my question. That's my question for you. Oh, that's what you're going to do. Well, good. You deserved it. I just don't understand how you can be that stupid. Let's poke hull-down tanks that we can't... Oh, great shot from the 116 again. This is where the 116 starts to feel not so good. This is where the gun's accuracy starts to troll you. This is where the gun feels rather mediocre. And that's the only problem I have with this tank, is that the gun is rather mediocre. Its accuracy sucks, and it misses a lot of easy shots that you kind of wish it wouldn't. And because of that, it can be a little unenjoyable at times. But... I mean, what was I supposed to do here? That Karo's going to roll off to my side any second now, and there's not much I'm going to be able to do about that. There's the Karo, put on my reactive, there you go. Nice 260, ram me, please? No. I mean, just, yeah, what am I supposed to do here? That's my question to you. Yeah. Wow. Good job from my team. Good job from my team, guys. Great job from my team. I mean, RNG screwed me. If I had hit my shell on the flat side of the Badger, I would have done an additional 500 there. If I hit my shot on the Sheridan, which was pretty aimed in, that I literally stared at, would have done 3,000 there. This is a very easy game to deal 3,000, but Wargaming said, nope, you're going to have bad RNG, because that's the problem with the 116-F3. And when you pair that with a 4005, Linguini, I don't know what the hell your name is, you suck. Our Minnow, not going Mines Hill. How do you drive a tank that has 10 degrees of gun depression, a nearly impervious turret and you don't drive it to the ridgeline. That minnow single-handedly could have changed what would have been a loss to a win just by going mid. We had a Badger. Like, we had good tanks for the hill, and you guys sucked that bad. That is mind-blowing. Wow. Wow, that whole team. And then our WZ-116-F3 poking when he couldn't pen the tanks that he was poking. Just crazy. Blitz is like smoking because you keep coming back. It's just crazy that that team, it was a real team, bro. I was going 100%. I was. But that game was completely unwinnable. There was nothing I could have done. The 116 definitely had a bit of a troll moment there as well. Like, you can see where this tank does become a little unenjoyable. If the gun didn't have that derpy aspect to it, and it had a little bit better on move, I think this tank would be really fun. As I said, more gun depression. I think 8 degrees, 7 degrees of gun depression. It clearly has the room for it. You'll see, like, when we get into this game here. Look, it clearly has room for an extra degree of gun depression. And I think on PC it has 8 degrees. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I know on PC it's a 530 Alpha 3 shell clip, but I don't understand why the tank doesn't have a little bit more, you know? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So far we're going 3,400, 8 games. That's pretty good for a tank like this. But at the same time, it's not doing a great job when we had that last team. I mean, that last battle was really bad, bro. Oh well. Let's head in. Again, I do like the mobility at least. It's not awfully slow, which means you at least can get in the position. People don't realize actually how fast the Super Conk is. While the Super Conqueror does not feature an amazing top speed, it's pretty fast in terms of power to weight ratio. Alright, well, let's keep going. Now that our Super Conk's here, this will be pretty good for me to move up on. What are you going to do, Progetto? The answer is nothing. You're going to do nothing. Alright. Oh, man, this tank's armor, it's nice, but it just doesn't work half the time you use it. Yeah, there you go. Like, why am I being penned in that position? I guess right through our mid plate? Huh? I thought the mid plate's supposed to be red against standard. Well, that was 100% a standard shell there, but that was not a bounce. Oh my god, that was 100% on me. I'm dog shit. That's the one advantage mobile auto-aim has over PC. I should have just fired AP, because I know those shots don't look tricky, but they are, because you have to predict where he's going to move to hit the HE and everything, and I just screwed that up big time. I should have just fired AP. Oh, the girl kills my teammate. We're going to load in a gold shell. Easy pen. Yeah, I'm not the best on hitting those shots every time. I mean, it's just because when you have to load HE, you have to try and hit that small window, and I screwed that up. Alright, well, it's not going to change too much about this game. Ooh, that was a lucky shell. It made up for our last shot. Droodles does more than 2 vids a day because of his other channels. Yeah, I technically do 4, plus a live stream. Light him on fire? No. I was hoping I would. We're just not going to get any more damage this game. I mean, maybe we'll get one shell into this guy, but with the Progetto on him, and yeah. It's just very hard to get out a lot of damage when... Oh, nice, 613. Nice shot, yeah, it was a great shot, Peter, I agree. Droodles editor is cracked out. What do you mean Droodles editor? I don't have an editor. What are we talking about? You mean thumbnail editor? It's me. I make my thumbnails. Yeah, the problem for me on PC versus mobile is that mobile has an auto aim. So if I aimed in on that concept and tried to HE the back of its turret, the auto aim will follow where the concept moves. Where on mobile, concept's moving here, I have to predict where it's going to move and then pre-aim ahead of that to HE it. That's the problem, because there's a delay. If you press the fire button, the shell went directly where you press the fire button, then it'd be fine. But the problem is there's about a 0.3 second delay from when you shoot and where your shell goes. So because of that, you have to aim a teeny bit ahead, and that's what I messed up on. Do you think we will put the 5A out soon? Wargaming? Well, I mean, it'll probably be sold in the Blitz Fair, and that's within the next month or so. Next 2 months. It's in December, so wait for Christmas. It'll be out. Alright, let's see what we can do. This tank looks like a Type 71. Does it? I don't understand why people are saying this tank looks like a Type. It just looks like a Chinese heavy. Oh, let me guess. It was a different TD that shot me? It's probably a T-30 back there. That spot's so stupid. The fact that you can sit there in a tank destroyer and not be spotted. No, 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 no. Their team's doing actually smart things. That's not good. For me. The problem is, what do I do? I can't move up. I have to wait, and my 2 and 5 just got nuked, bruh. I just can't do anything. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, there's the T-30. Oh my god, the girl hits that, and nobody punishes him! Nobody punishes him! He drives open! Wow. Wow. I wish I could do that. I wish I could drive out in the open in a freaking grill. Of course, I got a damage gun now for the next 40 goddamn seconds. Wow. Oh my god. This game, bro. This game. It's something else. Look at that girl. He's sitting out in the open, and nobody's punishing him. That's insane. That is actually insane. Wow. Well, this is a loss and a half. Guess I'll sit here. Yep, this is World of Tanks, ladies and gentlemen. We lose because we got flanked. The girls, yeah. This is what happens when you lose medium flank on these maps. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Actually, what am I supposed to do in this game? I can't do anything. This is really unenjoyable. There you go. What is that? 900 damage dealt this game? 1,400. Whopping 1,400. Goodbye. Alright, well, might as well shoot you. There you go. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Don't worry, they got the grill. Oh no, the grill's actually dead. No bounces, of course. No bounces for me ever. Of course, I got a damaged ammo rack, which means I couldn't even reload. Oh my god. I need to calm down. Alex, aren't you the same guy that got mad that Peter made a joke? Pretty sure you are. Mobile auto aim is much better. Oh, it's not even close. Like, people, all the mobile players cry that PC players have a flat advantage. I'm like, where's the advantage, bro? Where's the advantage? I'm waiting for it. Where's the advantage? The only advantage I have is being able to have more screen space. That's it. Alright. It is the same, Alex. I thought it was. Suggesting me to buy anything in the shop with 10k gold. I mean, I'd save one more 1,000 and get the Cobra if you're gonna spend 10k gold. Okay. Do you think the German light research tree will appear? When? When? I don't know. 2 months, 3 months. I wouldn't recommend to grind it anyway if you're not the best at the game, so. I always love when people with generic YouTube names try to tell me how to play the game. You know, I'm only going 80% win rate so far. I'm doing awful. I need advice on how to play better. Because, you know, me playing better that game would have won us that battle, guys. 100%. Wasn't the fact that we lost medium flank immediately. No. As I've said in the past, some maps are just poorly designed because wargaming allows medium flank to control the entire output of a game. And unfortunately, in a vehicle like the 116, which is, well, very, very affected by where your team goes. Because I'm not a mobile tank. I can't fight mediums reliably in this vehicle. I'm just not fast. I'm not equipped for that. You know, this tank's got good damage per shot because it's meant to trade with other heavies, but The problem is, you can't really do that against mediums. Mediums are just going to reload you, they're going to pen me, because the armor on this tank is not very good when you load gold. So, fighting this against mediums is almost worthless. Also, we're already down 2 tanks. Pretty impressive. I mean, at least they're down to 183, but still, pretty impressive. That 62A made a pretty bad play, though, not going to lie. That is a pen. An awful roll, 332. But we penned him, at least. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to move over here and help out my AMX in 4. To be fair, I don't really think the AMX has much to worry about right now. There you go. Awful roll again. Wow, 399 from a 490 alpha. That's the problem with this tank. Seems like its RNG is really not great. There you go. Easy pen. Let's back up before that Yag has the opportunity to hit me. And we'll reload. Bruh. Come on, AMX. It's not that challenging of a shot to hit. AMX is going to die. You know what I do when I'm about to die? I play aggressive and drive over the ridgeline. Because that's... Oh yeah, and then I bounce the E5. But somehow, I get rewarded for that and don't die. Pretty impressive. What are we doing, AMX? Like, actually, what are we doing? Apart from killing ourselves. Like, I don't understand why you're making this play. When you could have just backed up and let me take the shot for you. I'm not taking the shot for you. That's your problem. I'm not taking a shot for you when you could have backed up in the cover. Makes very little sense. I'll put on my reactive. But we actually got a bounce, surprisingly. There you go. And now we reposition back over here. Of course, he HEs me, so he still rolls 650 anyway. I've got a Ritter and another teammate, which are effectively useless. Basically, it's just me. There's the 95. I wonder if our team's going to do anything this game, guys. Well, our Ritter's going to lose all of his health is what he's going to do. There you go, 537. Yeah, push me. Good, just like that. Come on, Ritter! Ritter, what are we doing? Oh my god, these players are so bad. I mean, I give the Ritter at least half a credit for killing the Yag, but like... Come on, please shoot this guy. Thank you. There we go. Alright. Let's move over here. Oh my god, did Alex make another account? Bro is such a loser. Apparently... Yeah, I guess he saw my track wheel. Didn't think he did. Oh well. Not that I really care. We have reactive back in 5 seconds, and I'm just going to use reactive and kill the WZ-116-F3. Let's see. Oh, that's even better. Again, this tank's armor is pretty good against AP ammo, and the BZ only has AP, so it's actually it's pretty decent for this type of situation here. 479 damage into you. We're up to 6,000 damage now. This is going to make up for the other games we played. I can tell you that for a fact. Like, the other games we played were pretty mid in terms of damage, not going to lie, but every now and then you get a game like this where you're actually able to get out a decent amount of damage and, well, get a win. So we're going to reload. Oh, I wanted to get that kill, but it's fine. We got the win anyway. Alright. Bro, why'd you hide Alex? I'll unhide him. He didn't do anything to be hidden. He's just a goofball, bruh. Alright. Well, that was a pretty good game. And that puts our average damage from 3,200 to 3,500. So, not bad. 3,500 is usually about the best you're going to get into this vehicle, I'll be honest. I just don't see how you could ever... Maybe it's possible you could go 4K in this tank, but you'd have to really try hard your butt off, because the capabilities of the vehicle are heavily limited by the fact that it just can't really conserve HP too well throughout the game unless you're playing passive. Which we did that game, but then you obviously get into the situation of, like, the previous ones where we just get steamrolls and you can't really do anything. But to be fair, the games where the tank hasn't been doing great isn't really the vehicle's fault so far. The one we had was accuracy, but the rest haven't really been the tank's fault. It's either been steamrolls or us getting steamrolled. Alright. If you pre-aim at an unspotted tank, manual zoom allows you to zoom in without looking at the guy. That's true. But I'm used to manual zoom so much at this point that I'm already, like, pre-trained to okay. Do we feel like cross? But because I'm so pre-trained, Peter, with manual zoom, I'm pretty good. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we can do. How you doing, Ab Hood? Is that the same Ab Hood from FS that I used to be in? Also, what a great team we have here. So let me get this right. Alright, guys, let me get this correct, okay? Let me get this correct. My AMX-50B and E100 decide at the beginning of the game that they're going to go to this side of the map. So I say, okay, I'll stick with the team. And then, for no reason, my 50B, after dragging me over here, decides to turn around and rush to the other side of the map. What? What? What are we doing? And how are you already down half your health? Really impressive stuff. Crazy. So, in other words, we're going to lose this game. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Okay. That was never going to hit. Where'd we get penned? Through that. The sidearm on this tank is trash. It really is. Great. I'm being shot by more tanks on my side. Probably get a 480 into you at least. There you go. 183 shoots the 100. Okay, aiming, 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 aiming. Holy long aiming time. At least we get a 500 damage shell in return. But, wow. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? Well, I can tell you what I'm not going to do. Oh, I'm going to get tracked. I swear to God if I get freaking... Okay, I was about to say, I swear to God if I get 183'd. Oh. Nice. That's decent. Okay, wow. Wow. This gun is something else, ladies and gents. Can we move? Can we move? Thank you, E100. It's not that hard. Alright, let's go back over towards our spawn and maneuver around. Alright. Well, over here we go. What an unenjoyable game. These are the teams that you deal with, though. Like, it's just... It's very hard to enjoy a game where this is the gameplay that you're getting out of it. I can't cross this because I'm worried that that 183 is still going to be looking at me. So, evidently going over here was still just as useless. There's the 4202. Wow! 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 Just wow. Oh, there goes 400 of my damage. Crazy. Oh, might as well put on reactive. Whatever. That pens? What? What is this tank? What is this tank? Oh my god. This tank is gonna give me cancer. I don't know, guys. I don't know what this gun is. That's the problem, though. I told you before, the gun on this tank sucks. It really does. And you need an accurate gun to do well half the time. Of course, I get no damage into him. How much damage am I even at this game? Probably not much. Well, at least, yeah, 1975. Yeah, you 100. Drive into me. Keep driving into me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I actually wish I could tell that player some things, but I'm not going to say it. Thank you, though. Thank you for making sure that I can't get any damage, U100. Yeah, 128. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'll try and be mature today. But I will be honest. I'm just going to another game. Let's just go into another game. That's a 60%er, by the way. That's a 60%er. I don't believe that. 60%ers don't drive like that. Especially going down at the beginning of the game. Alright, well, we've been doing okay in the 116. This is kind of what I expected the vehicle to play like when I saw the stats. It's alright. It's not bad. But, man, does the gun feel unenjoyable at certain times. If you don't fully aim in, you're just going to miss everything you shoot. Well, here we go. Here we go. So far, I've been doing alright. If people made me into a celebrity, I'm going to deep throat a 183. Bro's gonna Kurt Cobain himself. Peter, we have to do a stream, by the way, you goober. I'm gonna make the goofy cross. If I get nuked for it, then whatever. I like men if I get nuked for it. Oh, come on. No, I'm going. I'm going. I refuse to stop. I refuse to stop. This thing is too slow. Okay, yeah, wow. Honestly, the side armor on this tank is atrocious. Like, this tank has some of the worst side armor I've seen in a while. Whatever Blitz Kit is showing is wrong, because I have gotten penned in the side by almost every single tank that has shot at me. To a point where the side armor, I'm just going to stop angling it in the side at all. Normally, you know, as a skilled player, okay. Really? He hits that. Okay. I just want to know why this 200's getting rewarded for driving there. You know what's funny is I probably won't be able to spot that tank over here. And what's also funny is I'm spotted for 20 seconds. Let's just put on my adrenaline. Yeah. The armor on this tank is just not very good. It's not bad. It's just not very good, you know? That's the best way to describe it. Not very good. I have a hard time enjoying tanks with guns like this because, you know, as nice as the Alpha is, and, you know, the gun was working... Oh my god! Stop blocking me! Stop! Just let me shoot for once, bro! Stop! It's not that hard to see your freaking teammates staring at somebody and not block them. Holy shit. I'm getting so mad. Because all I want to do is be able to shoot somebody. And every time I'm about to shoot that person, my teammate says, nope, I'm going to drive right in front of you. Nope. Nope, I'm going to drive into you. Nope, I'm going to make sure you can't get any damage, Droodles. Well, you know what? That ended up being beneficial anyway. But, like, holy crap. Can we stop driving in front of me, guys? Okay. Incredible armor coming from this vehicle. Okay. Incredible armor coming from this tank. I got penned in the turret without even a single sweat, and now I'm one shot for the AG. That's really fun. Wow. I don't know what to say. This is what I mean by the armor on this tank. It's not good. We're starting to fall apart now. Well, the AG's dead at least. Gonna head over here. Let's go over here. Great job, 183. Can't wait to lose this game. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Just oh my god! I have no words. Just oh my god. That's all I can say. Wow. 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 I have no words for this game right now. I have no words. I have no words. He would have been a two-shot right now. Wow. Wow. I have no words. Bounce me, please. No, of course not. $369 from a 410. Not that it matters. Yeah. He would have been dead right there. He would have been dead. This would have been a winnable game. This would have been winnable. Wow. Thanks, Wargaming. Thanks, Wargaming. We did 4,000 at least. But wow. 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 Just wow. 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 I'm doing okay. 3,400 average with 77%. But wow. The fun is just going down. Wow. Just wow. Well, brain cancer. That's what I'm developing right now. Well, here we go again. Oh my god! Fruity, Alex made another account. Did you know that? Alex made another account. We should get rid of his account. Alright. 4K is 4K, yeah. 4K is 4K. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Aiming, 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 aiming. Oh my god! What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. This is the worst gun I have ever used, bro. It's... Oh, okay. Okay. Where? Where did I get penned? That's... I'm getting really mad now, guys. I'm getting really mad. This is more what I was expecting from the 116. This is more what I was expecting. I have to put on reactive. That girl's probably going to shoot me. Yeah, yeah. This is more what I was expecting from this tank. I was expecting a gun that sucks. I was expecting armor that doesn't work. And gun depression that makes it useless. And you know what? It's starting to happen. It's starting to happen. Maybe I had a decent streak of games before, but this tank is starting to fall. It's fallen pretty quickly too. Not gonna lie. It is falling very quickly. The alpha damage is great, but holy shit is this gun dog shit, bro. Wow. Wargaming could not have made this tank less fun. Wow. It's just like the moment you have bad RNG, everything falls apart for you. Who needs a zoo when you have this chat? Yeah. Who needs a zoo when you have me freaking out over this tank? It's just this gun. I personally hate inaccurate guns. I've talked about it in the past. I hate inaccurate guns because it takes away from the skill a player has, you know? The more skilled you are... Like, look at that! Why? I'm gonna try it with V-stabs. Because this is unplayable right now. This is unplayable. I mean... Wow. Just wow. That's the only word that I can come up with. That shell almost missed. Okay. Wow. Okay. Free Alex. Yeah, I don't give a shit about Alex. Wow. Well, that was fun. I did a whopping 1,500 damage. I'm so happy. Wow. Just wow. Well, Peter, I can say that you're not missing out much right now, because we started off strong, and it's just going worse and worse. I mean, 3,300 average isn't bad, 78% is pretty good, but just wow. The gun, man, the gun. the gun. We'll have to see how it is with V-stabs. So now we're sitting at 0.4 dispersion, so... yeah. Seems like it could use more shell velocity? No, it seems like it could use more accuracy. Is that hard for people to come across? That the accuracy on this thing sucks? Alright, well. There you go, at least we pen that. This thing has such a large damage drop-off, too, in loading gold. It goes from 490 to 410. I mean, that's a huge damage drop-off when you actually think about it. There you go. Decent shot. I mean, this 114 is not very good, so at least we have that going for us. I'm gonna... nah, there's no point to fire AP. I know my luck. I know that it's not worth it. Okay, nice. At least this guy's firing AP ammo. There you go. Well, I can't really say Refined Gun's doing much, because we are like 10 feet from the enemy right now, but we'll see. There you go. Nice shell into his hatch. Now I'm gonna do... well, I was gonna say, but I got hatched. Who hatches this thing, bruh? Who hatches it? I guess he does. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's more realistic for what we're looking at with bad accuracy. There you go, 447. At least this tank reverses at 15, so you can get out of situation pretty quickly. There you go, 536. I mean, this was a decent game. Their team was pretty awful, and I was given the opportunity to basically farm them. Unfortunately, once again, even though I basically shot from the start of this game, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get that much more out. The Yag's going to shoot the 121B, and... there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when that's my RNG. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, actually. It's hard to enjoy a tank when those are the shots you're hitting. Because then I end up... I mean, that would have been 3,900, but now it's 3,300 because of that. I mean, wow. Or 3,800. Well, 3,400 damage. We blocked a decent amount. I did a decent amount. But again, it's a steamroll. Like, it's just very hard in tanks like this to deal a lot of damage when your team steamrolls so fast. I could try it with food. It'd make my dispersion a bit better. Make my DPM a bit better. Just try it with extra food on. Honestly, though, V-stabs didn't seem to make a difference at all on the on-movement dispersion. Still felt pretty awful. Alright. Well, let's keep going. But the good news is that for a tank that's $240, you're not missing out on much. You know, normally when tanks cost this much, you would expect them to be decent. But it's kind of like a 114 where it can do well, but for some reason Wargaming likes giving Chinese tanks the least accurate guns known to humankind. You can also see that this tank is not very fast when we take off improved fuel. But we'll have to see how the mobility feels. Alright, well, at least on hard terrain, it doesn't feel all too different. My traverse speed feels pretty similar, too. Maybe I just don't need to run fuel. We have the 50B in front of us. We have a 62A over here. There's no world that's ever going to hit. Okay. Wow. And there we go. There we go. Here we go. Autoloaders, guys. Autoloaders, 536. Yep. Oh, 313. Oh, yeah. Whoa. I honestly think that Wargaming did a great job on making this an unenjoyable tank to play. It is impressive how Wargaming manages to screw up every tank they release, but how long is my team going to block me? Quite a bit. But it's just the gun. If the gun hit its shots, it would be okay, but it's just impressive to me how Wargaming manages to make every tank miss its shots by a legit mile. There you go, 481. Not great. Well, let's keep going. There you go, 413. Yeah, great play, 62A. You know what's funny, though? It's another game where I deal, like, 0 damage. What a piece of shit. Like, actually. What a trash tank. And he pens me! He pens me at that angle! Okay. Pens me at that angle. Alright. Wow. Well, there's no point in running V-stabs on this tank. Made actually so little of a difference I couldn't tell you. Wow. 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 I'm just not, I'm not bothering to speak anymore. Alright. Do a couple more games and we'll end it off here today. You want my honest opinion on this tank? Started off decent. I was having fun in it. The shots were going where I aimed, and it felt rather enjoyable. But now that the armor is starting to act like I expected it to, and now that the gun is starting to act like I expected it to, yeah, this tank sucks. Gotta be honest, like, the tank sucks. The fact that I'm being penned at a 90-degree angle against a grill, the fact that I'm missing the grill. It's not just the fact that the armor's mid, it's the fact that the armor's mid paired with a gun that can't hit shit. If the gun was decent, and it hit where you aimed, it wouldn't be that bad. Also, we got the bad spawn on mines for the, like, 5th time now, but if the gun hit where you aimed, it wouldn't be that bad because you'd be hitting where you aimed. The problem is the shots aren't going where I'm aiming. So what's actually happening is I'm just missing, and I'm getting bled in return. So I'm losing health and dealing none in return. That's the problem. Can't tell if I can HE him because of the mod, but it's alright, we'll just fire a standard. Yeah. Definitely not what I would consider an enjoyable tank right now. I mean, this is a good example of, like, where it feels decent. When you're able to get the gun to work, and you're able to get out damage. It doesn't feel bad. But the problem is, it just seems like the amount of times you're able to have this situation unfold is far and few. There it is. Of course, an unspotted Yag. Doesn't even get spotted after he shoots. That's just classic Blitz moment, right? That's a classic Blitz moment there. There you go. Nice shot. Okay. Won't we reload again? I don't think super testers are doing a good job with feedback these days, which results in Wargaming adding tanks in states like this. Well, to what I've been told, the super testers, Wargaming doesn't even listen to them. But, to be honest, I think it's a combination of the fact that the super testers honestly aren't very good at the game, and it's paired with the fact that... Okay. Goodbye. There it is! There it is! There it is! There it is! There it is. There it is. There it is, guys. There it is. I get punished for turning around to shoot a 50B that was going to clip me for 1,500. It's my fault, right? It's my fault. It's my fault. Yeah. Wow. I've lost 1,600 health to a Yag. Well, let's move over here. There you go, 485. Let's see if we can bait a shell. There you go. He actually fell for it. I'm very surprised. So glad my full health Sheridan's done literally nothing to spot anybody this entire game. Well, I have my reactive back. But my personal beliefs, Peter, are that A, Wargaming doesn't listen to anybody because they're a tyrannical company that doesn't ever listen to feedback. And it's that paired with the fact that the super testers just aren't very good at the game. I think those are the two major reasons. Okay, Sheridan got shot. I mean, every now and then we have a decent game where the tank actually works and the gun hits its shots. But the problem is, as I mentioned, they're so rare that it's just hard to enjoy it. I don't know where the Yag was last spotted. You have a 183 who has still... I'm very impressed that this player is that committed to camping there. Like, that's pretty impressive when you think about it. Oh, great. Oh, great. Yeah, bye. Oh, we lived because I put on my reactive armor. Of course, I don't get any more damage anyway, because Aguila de Hero. By the way, isn't it funny how I can't spot a Yag back there, who's literally in the open? That makes sense, right? And then I get no damage. Yeah, that's classic Wargaming balancing there. Buffing tank destroyer camo values to a point where you can't spot a freaking Yag sitting in the open. With no cover, no bush, directly in the open. I can't spot him until he shoots me. That's insane. That's actually insane. That's insane. That's the only word. That's insane. No other words can come out of my mouth right now. It's just insane. Alright. Sometimes they miss the mark with certain tanks. As I said, after playing this tank for what, now 17 games, what Wargaming should have done to this vehicle is they should have just made the gun somewhat accurate. It doesn't even need to be accurate. The IS-7 gun is not accurate, but it feels 10 times better than this. This tank needed to have 0.36 base dispersion, and with refined gun it needed to be like 0.308. It needed to be similar dispersion to that of an IS-7, to that of a WZ-116-F3. The problem is, it's not just the dispersion. If its on-move was good, then it wouldn't be a problem. It's the fact that the on-move is the worst in Tier 10 for a heavy, paired with the worst accuracy for a heavy base dispersion-wise. When you combine two awful values, there's nothing you can do to make it better. Running refined gun makes it the same dispersion as a freaking Type 71 with V stabs. It's wild. And by the way, a Type 71 is 30% better on move. So you can literally run refined gun on a Type 71, have 15% better dispersion than this vehicle, and still have 20% better on move. And not only that, have better armor, better overall capabilities in general. It's just like, it's just not a very good tank, you know? It's mid. It's a solid 5 out of 10. That's what I would rate it. The Alpha's nice, and when I see a tank with 490, I'm like, oh, it's got 490. I'm so excited, but it's just, you trade so much for the 490, and it just makes no sense when you can drive a WZ-55 and deal, you know, 460 twice for almost no downside. There you go. See, this is where it feels okay. Like, this is where the tank's doing all right. You have people that are making bad plays. I'm able to punish them for those bad plays. I'm getting out bleeds. We get another nice shot into the 57. We get a nice roll. This is where that damage per shot feels really, really solid. It's just, you don't get that feeling very often. Most of the time you drive, like, that feels great. If this gun had, like, this kind of accuracy with 100 meters of distance instead of 20 meters, it would be fine. But that's the problem I have with it. So, at least the good news is you shouldn't feel too bummed if you didn't get this tank. There you go. That's our first HE of the whole stream, actually, believe it or not. DPM's not bad on this tank either, by the way. It's actually decent. Not sure why this Rhino would rather drive into 4 tanks than fight me, but okay, you do you. Alright, let's see if we can get some damage into the E50 in these players over here. Oh, there's the 268. There you go. I mean, that feels great. That feels great. I did 4K. This is what I want games to feel like in this tank. This felt really good. Alright. Tier 4 Panzer 40 high explosive shells of 200 module damage per once. That's stupid. There you go. Nice 431. Oh, that's on me. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I missed out on 170 damage, but my gun depression did not crest the ridge when I thought it would. Alright. I like how this guy's gonna get banned again. I'll put you in timeout for 24 hours. It's even more annoying. Because now you have to, like, access that account again. I do always find it impressive, though, when people make, like, 15 new accounts. Like, you actually have to make a new email to make that account. I'm glad they made the Rhino fun to play. Should have done the same with the Murat and this tank. I actually like the Murat, to be honest. I originally didn't love it that much, but... I've been doing okay in it now. I've got... Well, this is my main account. So my main account actually has pretty bad stats in the Murat. But my press account, I'm going like 3,700 now. And 75% or so. I'm actually enjoying the Murat. Because it just took a little while for me to get used to. I think the problem was update teams when I first played it. Let's get two games finishing off, and we'll see how we do in the vehicle. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the good thing is I don't direct my aim at bad players anymore. You'll notice that really the only things that get me mad in this game are RNG. That's it. I don't care if my team sucks. Like, yes, I care if my team sucks, but I don't care to the point where I'm going to go out and, like, you know, ruin a player's happiness and life because I called them trash on a live stream. I don't really do that anymore. What I do is I just complain when I get bad RNG and when I don't enjoy a tank. And the problem with a vehicle like this and with the gun that it features is more often than not you have an unenjoyable experience, right? That's the problem. I like tanks that you can hit your shots, you can chill haul down and do a lot. And this tank can do a lot, but it also can't, you know? It really depends on the luck of the draw. If your RNG works for you, you'll do fine. And you'll have, you know, decent games. Okay, I thought I got pen there, but, like, do you see how long I have to sit there and aim it on that player? I'm going to put on my reactive just in case I get shot. But the problem is you have to take so much time to aim it on your opponents that you're exposing your weak spots and you're making your tank easier to pen. You know? If this was an autoloader, I'd understand it a little bit more. But it's not an autoloader. It's a single shot. And it sacrifices a lot. So there's some big, big downsides. But I do like the armor when it's on... Okay, can we not IS-7? Thank you, Raymond. Freaking Raymond. Like, on flat ground, you can see, armor's not terrible. I've learned that you just can't angle it at all. If you angle, you're going to do awful. So don't even bother angling. Just sit directly straight on. That'll be your best chance of getting a bounce. Okay. It's not who I wanted to shoot. They have so many tanks there. Okay, good job from the Murat. Okay. Okay, that was just a bad shot for me. I need to actually, like, start paying attention, because I want to get some damage out here, and I'm not going to get damage. Oh, actually, whatever. I'm just going to poke it. I don't care. I'm surprised he bounced that. But at this point, we're going to win anyway. I need to get out damage. Give me some room. Thank you. There you go. Nice 330. And aiming. Oh, he misses. That almost missed. That's insane, actually. The fact that that shell almost missed is wild. Wow. Well, I might be able to HE the Chieftain. There you go. That was an awful HE roll, but we penned it, so I'll take it. Well, I don't think we're going to get too much more damage out this game, because everybody's going to shoot that player. And... there you go, nice. Okay, we got it out. Can't wait to do my stream on the worst AMX. Soon Droodles will become more chill than Fatness, although I feel Fatness had a less chill side off camera. Oh, 100%. 100%. I don't get very mad at the game at every second. I only get mad in brief spurts. Like, I'm doing pretty good today. As mad as I'm getting, I'm doing 3,400 damage with 84%. So, like, I really can't say it's a bad tank. It's not. Especially because I'm not even tryharding. If I was, you know, like, I did my stream on the AMX M4, and I tried. Oh, my game just crashed. I have bad news. That means that my game is probably going to crash again when I load it up. Really. My last game of the stream, I have a problem with my mods. Is that what the problem is? Don't tell me I have a problem with my mods. Is it going to crash again? Please. Yep. Wow. Well, guess we might deal 0 damage that game. I'm going to set it to Blitz. And then I need to load up the Steam edition. But the problem is the Steam edition I'm not signed in. Oh wait, no, I might be signed into my main account on the Steam edition. Hopefully I am. If not, I'm screwed. And we're just going to have a 0 damage game. But whatever, it's not my fault. One of the mods bugged out, and I don't even know which one it is. Oh, there you go. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Please, please, please don't crash. It shouldn't. It shouldn't crash. Come on. Bro. Wow. There you go. Okay, well, that sucks. Wow. I'm AFK for 1 minute, and that's our team. That's incredible. Just how bad the teams are in this game, wow. Oh, there you go. 497 into you. Wow, this is the worst team I've ever seen. We're down 3 tier 10s. How is that possible? Now, as I said, the best way to use this tank's armor, kind of wedge it down like this. There you go. Nice. There you go, 526. Of course, now I have to deal with another autoloader, because we love autoloaders. They're so fun to deal with, guys. They're so incredibly fun to fight. There's one pen. Oh, there we go, we got a bounce. And last second we angle it. Perfect, we get another bounce. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push this 50B. There you go. Nice. 559 HE into his tank. Oh, not dead yet. There you go. Okay, just pen me every shot, I guess, right? There you go. At least you get a bounce. Autoloaders bouncing their shots is a lot worse than a single shot. There you go. 486. Come on, HEM. Thank you. You're actually somewhat smart. Not that it matters, but at least we're going to get out some damage before the game ends. There you go, 445. No, he's dead. And reactive. Nah. 550, I really should have put on reactive, bruh. There you go, 529. Come on, ram me. Ram me. No. Oh well. Can't believe our team sucked that bad. I was AFK for 1 minute, and that's how bad my team was. That's pretty impressive, guys. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty dang impressive. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. The diaper video comes, bruh. Peter's name is Abdul. I agree. Can anyone tell me the skill in Uprising that makes you take damage from moving? It's called Blood Trail. It's on tank destroyers. Alright, well, let's see how much we ended up dealing in this game. 4,500. I mean, I did pretty good for that team. We had Obito Gamer. I've had this guy before, and he sucks every single time. And of course, he's in a platoon, so... Is that 20 games in the 116? Let me see. Oh, that's not the 116. What's funny is I do have mod... No, I guess I don't have mods. That's right, I fixed my game. Okay. Yeah, 20 games. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to end the stream off there. What do I think about this vehicle? 20 games, 80% win rate, 3,400, 500 damage. I just wish the gun was better. Like, a lot of these games was one-shot missed. And the problem is when you have 500 damage per shot, missing one shell would have brought my average from 3,400 to 3,900. I mean, that's how much of a difference it makes. So, if my RNG was just a little bit better in some of the games, I could have done a lot better in terms of my results. I had a game on mines where I missed like 3 easy shots. The armor is also not very effective. I have realized that angling it is useless. Sitting directly straight on is how you want to drive it, kind of like an M6 Experimental. The tank has a 40mm side skirt, which means almost any tier 10 heavy can cut right through your sides. And not only that, but the turret armor is not great. The hull armor is mid. The tank overall, it did fine, actually. Like, as much as I'm complaining about it, I did fine. So I don't really know what to say. I didn't have the most enjoyable experience playing it, but yet I had a very good stat session. 80% solo with 3,400 on the NA server is pretty good. So I'm not entirely sure how to state my opinion on this vehicle. What I'll say is that don't expect this to be the highest performer. I'm quite confident that the stats I just played in this tank are going to be some of the highest stats you'll see in the server. I'll probably try and get 100 games in it within the end of the week so I can get my full opinion on it, but it's not a bad tank. I can tell you that. It's not a bad tank, but it's also not what I would consider to be a great tank. It is mediocre and not a fun type of mediocre. Like, yeah, it has reactive. Cool. Remove reactive, remove sandbags, give it a better gun, and that's a fine way to balance it. But that's my personal opinion. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And thank you all for sticking by. I don't know what to say. I'm going to end off the stream here. I'm getting a little tired, and I need to go record a bit. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stream, guys. And I will be streaming more tomorrow, so if you want to see more content, please consider smashing. I'll see you in the next one. And by the way, Peter, thanks for joining the stream. If you want to hit me up on Discord, you can always do that. See you guys.